Hi, I'm Tyson Tucker, the ASB president of Potlatch High School, and I would like to thank the veterans for protecting our country.
I'm Anthony Noto. I served in the Army for 5 years, and I was a 13 Juliet, so field artillery. To get out of where I was living, I wanted to get out, experience something new, travel, and just get to see new things and meet new people. It was a lot different from being a civilian to being in the military. You had to, motor pool Mondays, you're there, stuff that you wouldn't think that military would have to do on a Monday. I found to be pointless, but once you get higher up, you notice that it is something that you need to do. And it was very different from lifestyles. It was kind of interesting to see the different people showing up at basic training and see how they were reacting compared to others. I had some people, they were crying for their mom and dad, and others that they're telling the drill sergeants to go away and they had nothing to do with them. And so it was very interesting to see what everyone did when you got there. Keep your head down and do what you're told, and don't try to get in trouble, because I went through that a couple times. So just keep your head down, work hard. And North Korea they're shooting their rockets into the ocean, and so we were there just on standby, just in case if something did happen. So every month we got put on a hot platoon, and we had to, every morning and every night we were there making sure that nothing was happening. We were practicing just in case something did happen. I gotta say, traveling and getting to meet people in different countries, it was really cool. I got to go to Afghanistan, to Kadar, and was there, we were there very long. We were there for 6 months, and it was very eye-opening being over there and seeing everything that had to go on there. Just everyone that does support us, it's very cool to see how many people still do believe in all that and what we do. And thank you to you guys for doing this whole Veterans Day thing. It was very cool to see all the kids out here saying thank you and supporting us as well.
Thank you, veterans, for all you've done for us. Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, Mom, for your service.
Thank you for all that you have done for our country.
Thank you, veterans. Thank you, veterans, for all you've done.
Thank you, veterans, for all your service.
Thank you, veterans, for all you've done for our country.
Thank you for your help and the time you spent serving us.
Thank you for all you've done for our country.
Thank you for all the things you've done for our country.
We are all proud of you.
Thank you for fighting for our country. We are also proud. Thank you for serving our country every day and night.
Thank you, veterans, for helping our country.
Thank you for serving our country.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for supporting America, veterans.
Thank you, veterans, for fighting for our country.
Lenny Rasmussen, and actually, I could almost say Specialist Lenny Rasmussen. Well, I took basic training in Fort Polk, Louisiana, and then we went up to Virginia, Fort Lee, Virginia. That was AIT, and after AIT, it was shipped to Fort Carson, Colorado. At that time, they were ordering people. You had orders come down pretty much every day, and you're waiting for orders for Nam or whatever. So I put a transfer for Korea, Germany, or Vietnam. Well, it was a little town about 2.5 miles from the DMZ, Moonsani. It's sort of like if you go back it's hard to imagine right now, but if you look at your movies that were back in 60s, 70s, you had people would have, going through a village, it'd be like hooches. We would always call them hooches, and they weren't too much of a building, but that's what people lived in. And
Sure.
But I was stationed in a supply unit where you left a compound. Since I was in petroleum products, it was about 1 mile away. 2 brothers that were in the Marines, and another brother that was in the Army, and one day he showed up in the same fort I was in for just a little bit.
Awesome.
And then I was transferred. But, and then I got a brother-in-law that was the same age as I am. He was in the Marines. We go back quite a ways. I would like to thank the School of Potlatch and see the interest that these young people are in.
Absolutely.
And there is quite a career. You don't have to be what they used to call lifers, but there's a lot of programs in the military now that can help you when you get out, decide to get out, if you do get out, and would help you. And I'm just amazed at the amount of people that are interested. And like this time of year with the holidays coming up, and for the people that are especially overseas, it really affects them if they know they can have people caring for them, interested in them.
Thank you, veterans.
Thank you, veterans, for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you to all the veterans who have to be away from their families right now.
Thank you, veterans, for all you've done for our country.
Thank you for everything that you have done for our country.
Thank you for your service, veterans.
I hope our appreciation reaches you all around the world.
Master Sergeant retired Joel Emerson, United States Air Force. Why did I join the Air Force? Really, my main plan when I got out of high school was to grab a chainsaw and saw trees down. That was really my plan. My folks set me down and said, you can always come back and saw trees down. Why don't you join the military for a couple years? And like I said, you can always come back. After probably 4 years, probably my 8th year being active duty, there was no way I was going to get out. I was having such a good time, enjoying it, getting to travel, getting to go all over the place, and I really did. I miss it today. I was a SEER specialist in the United States Air Force, which is Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape Instructor.
Tell us what a centipede tastes like.
A centipede has many flavors. It really depends on which end you start at. The most disgusting thing I've ever eaten, a couple things. First one that comes to mind is a banana slug in the tropics. It excretes a slime when you chew on it in your mouth that lasts for weeks. Pretty nasty. The second thing that comes to mind is a rotten hot dog pizza in Baghdad. It was not good. They said, come on in for American pizza, so we went in there and got this pizza, and it was cut up hot dogs and goat or whatever. Anyway, we couldn't be within, we had to be within 100 feet of a bathroom for about a month and a half, just to let you know. Oh, without a doubt, the best experience in my 20 years of service was meeting some of the finest Americans this country has to offer. Friends, wherever you go, there's just a brotherhood and a sisterhood that lasts well beyond retirement. Enjoy your early days when you're in the military. It goes by so fast, and in a blink of an eye, it's 20 years is over. I mean, it really was so fast. So enjoy it. Enjoy every second of it. When I was deployed to Baghdad, we were in charge of rescue, setting up rescue plans for distressed armed forces out there. Could be anywhere in Baghdad. So setting up those resources, setting up the architecture to go in and pluck someone 24/7, anywhere, anytime is our motto. Return with honor. So I had a very rewarding job. I literally got to see firsthand people getting rescued, and lives being saved every single day that never make the news. You just things go on all the time. A lot of civilian contractors in the middle 2003 when I was in Baghdad that I still am friends today that we rescued. Probably one of the most significant ones was Thomas Hamill, civilian contractor, held captive for 19 days. That was my most proud moment, is when we got him. When I think of Veterans Day, what instantly comes to my mind is community and legacy. Here in the Potlatch community, your grandparents, your uncles, your aunts, your mom and dads probably have someone, they either served directly or they know someone in your family that did serve. So being part of that legacy, I think, is pretty awesome. And just recently, you know, the Bobby Chambers Memorial Highway that we just got named, coming through Potlatch, that is an awesome legacy to honor, remember, and you know, participate in the Community Veterans Day. Take this opportunity to just say thanks to every veteran that you know, whether you saw combat or whether you did not. That's irrelevant. Being team armed forces, it takes a lot of people to win a fight, and most of those people are behind the scenes, and you just never see their faces, hear their stories. So a lot of times we concentrate on we call it the tip of the spear type of people, but there's a lot of people, you know, that you'd never see. They're behind the scenes that are making that possible. Like our sound guy here, no one sees him, but look at him. Dedicated.
Thank you, veterans, for your service and everything you sacrificed for our country.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
I'd like to take this time to thank all of our veterans, including my grandpa, who served 4 years in Germany.
I would like to thank all of our veterans who have sacrificed so much to keep our country free and safe.
I'd like to take this chance to thank all of our veterans and all of our young men and women who are joining the reserves and the services. And a big shout out to my own father and my own nephew who served dad in the Korean War and my nephew in the Iraq conflict. And thank you to all of you.
Also, both my grandparents were veterans, and you know, I have a lot of friends that are veterans, and so I want to say thank you as well. You know, knowing what you guys go through, and just know that you've got friends at home.